In this lecture, we will practice working with replica sets in Kubernetes. So we have seen that a replica set ensures that a specified number of pods is always up and running. And if any pod goes down or crashes for any reason, the replica set will notice the pod failure and will create a new pod. So let's first of all create the YAML file for a replica set. So here I will call the YAML file nginx rs.yaml, API version. For a replica set, it should be set to apps/v1. Then the kind of the object is ReplicaSet. Then we have the metadata section. So here we can give a name to our replica set. For example, we can call it nginx rs. We can set some labels for the replica set, but it is not required. Next, we have the spec section. In the spec section, here we have the template property where we put the configuration of the pods. Okay. Here we have the metadata property. Here in the metadata of the pod, you have to specify, you have to set some labels for the pods. So for example, here we can use the label app nginx. We have to give some labels to the pods because later we will link the replica set to the pods using these labels. Okay. Next, we have the spec section of the pod. So here we have the containers property. Here we will create only one container using the nginx image, and I will call it nginx container. Okay. So always in the template property here, we mention the configuration of the pods. Now using this replica set, we want to deploy 3 pods, and we tell the replica set about the number of the pods that we want to create using the replica property. So here I will set it to 3. Finally, the last step is to link the replica set to the pods. So we have to tell the replica set about the pods that it has to manage. And that's done using labels and selectors. So here we have another property called selector. Using this property, we tell the replica set about the pods that it has to manage. So here we want the nginx replica set to manage these pods having the label app nginx. So here we have to mention the same label set to the pod here in the selector property. So now the nginx replica set, we know that any pod having the label app nginx is under its control. So always we link replica sets and pods using labels and selectors. So now let's open a new terminal and apply this YAML file to Kubernetes. Let's go to the ReplicaSet folder. And here we have the nginx rs.yaml. So let's check if we have any pod running using the kubectl get pods. First of all, we have to deploy the cluster using minikube start. So now let's check if we have any pod running using kubectl get pods. So there is no pod in the Kubernetes cluster, and the same for replica sets. So we didn't have any pod and any replica set in the Kubernetes cluster. Now let's create the replica set using the YAML file by executing kubectl create And then we mention the name of the YAML file, which is nginx-rs.yaml. So we see here that the replica set was successfully created, and we can verify that using kubectl get ReplicaSets. So here we have a replica set called nginx-rs created 16 seconds ago, and the desired number of pods is 3, and we have 3 pods running. You can also execute kubectl get rs instead of ReplicaSet. Now let's check the pods using kubectl get pods. So we see here that we have 3 pods, and they are all in the running state, and they are all created 67 seconds ago. So because here we have set the replica set to 3 in the YAML file, when we create the replica set, 3 pods was created. We can scale up the number of pods managed by the replica set using kubectl scale replica set. Then we mention the name of the replica set, which is nginx-rs. And finally, we set the replica property, for example, to 5. Okay, so here we want to scale the number of pods to 5. The replica set will create 2 more additional pods. And we see here that the replica set was scaled successfully. So let's display the replica set again using kubectl get rs. Now we see that the desired number of pods is 5, and we have currently 5 pods running. If we get the pods using kubectl get pods, so you see that now we have 5 pods running. 2 of them are created 39 seconds ago, just after scaling up the replica set. Okay, the same if we want to scale down. For example, let's assume that the traffic decreases and we didn't need too many pods. So for example, we want to scale down the number of pods to 2. So we can do that using kubectl scale replica set. Then we mention the name of the replica set, which is nginx-rs, and then we set the replica property to 2. So here we want to scale down the number of pods to 2. So let's execute this command. So we see here that the replica set was successfully scaled down. Let's check the replica set again using kubectl get rs. So here we see that the desired number of pods is changed from 5 to 2. And that's because we have scaled down by executing this command. So when scaling down to 2, the replica set will delete 3 pods and will keep only 2 pods running. We can list the pods using kubectl get pods. So here we have only 2 pods running. Now let's simulate a pod failure. So we want to see the behavior of a replica set when a pod fails or crashes for any reason. And to simulate a pod failure, we will delete one of these 2 pods. So let's execute the command kubectl delete pod. Let's, for example, delete this one. So now the pod was deleted. Let's check the pods again using kubectl get pods. So now we're still having 2 pods running. But here there is a pod created just 13 seconds ago, just after deleting this pod. And that's because the replica set knows that it has to keep always 2 pods running when noticing a deletion of a pod or a pod crashes or fails for any reason, the ReplicaSet will start a new pod to replace the old pod. So here, because we have deleted this pod, the ReplicaSet create a new pod to replace the pod that was deleted, because it knows that it has always to keep 2 pods running. So if you have a set of pods managed by a ReplicaSet, the ReplicaSet will keep always this number of pods always up and running. And if it notices a pod failure or a pod deletion, it will create a new pod to replace the old pod. Another thing we have to know here is that to delete the pods, we have to delete the ReplicaSet, because when deleting the pods and the ReplicaSet still exists in the cluster, the ReplicaSet will create new pods. Okay? So deleting the pods is done by deleting the ReplicaSet itself. So let's delete the ReplicaSet using kubectl delete ReplicaSet. Then we mention the name of the ReplicaSet, which is nginx rs. So now the ReplicaSet was deleted. Let's verify that using kubectl get rs. So there is now ReplicaSet in the cluster, and the same for the pods, kubectl get pods. So we didn't have any pod. So that's all for now. Thank you very much, and see you next time.